Dress shirts, dress shirts, dress shirts. In my opinion, there's nothing more boring than a dress shirt. Unless it has like a crazy, funky, silly pattern or like a pop of color. It's boring as heck. But you know, we've all been there. Bought that basic dress shirt for that occasion. Be it a white one for your first job interview or a black one for your first funeral. Or you just have some old dress shirts that your father or brother or partner left behind. Point is, we all have old t-shirts that are collecting dust in our closets. Now, you could be like a normal person and just donate them. Or you can be like me and hoard them for years and hope that you'll transform them into something fabulous one day. Little does you know, you're not as creative as you thought you'd be, so you end up just copying other people's ideas on the internet via Pinterest, TikTok, and Instagram. No worries though, because if you can relate, this is your safe space. I feel like all I ever do on this channel is try and recreate things that I've seen on the internet because I'm too cheap to actually buy anything new these days. Which brings me to this cute $345 top by Hannah Hobbies. She essentially takes an old dress shirt and thrift flips it into this hanbok inspired crop top. And of course, in perfect Judie fashion, I see it, I like it, I want it, I make it. So we're gonna give this a try, okay? Let's go. Okay, what to pick, what to pick. I'm definitely not going with the white. I'm not 100% sure, but from my years of binging K-dramas, white traditional handboks are only worn by dead people or for the dead, like at funerals, and I don't want any bad juju, so I'm gonna stay clear of white shirts for the entirety of this project. Let's go with pink. It's the perfect summer color. Also, I never wear this shirt because it's kind of see-through, but since Hannah's design requires us to add a panel at the front, my bra won't show through anymore, so I think this will be the perfect fix. First up, I gotta figure out how cropped I want it. I'm most likely going to wear it with these high-waisted jeans, so I say we chop it right about there, giving it enough wiggle room for a rebalance and seam allowance. To make sure the cut is as straight as possible, I'm going to measure down from the armpit on both sides the same distance. It ended up being about 6.5 inches down for me, then cut, cut, cut. Then of course, cue the struggle of being a long nail girly. People always comment on how much of a struggle typing must be for me because of my nails, but no siree, it's buttons. Truly, there is nothing more annoying. Wait, no, actually earring bags are pretty hard to put on. Anyways, we're not here to talk about my self-imposed struggles. We are here to make a shirt. Next, we're gonna use the bottom half to make the front panel. I tried to lay it down with the button side on the diagonal since that's what it looks like in the reference image, but clearly that's not enough fabric to cover the whole front side. I do want to use this button panel though, so the length of this is where my front panel will have to end. You can mark it of course, but I'm just gonna remember that point. I then place it down like so, then drew a line down from the imaginary marking I just made. Following the edge of the shirt, cut the panel out. Cut out the button panel. Then using the scrap fabric, I cut two 2-inch thick rectangles that I'll be using later for the ties. Thankfully, this shirt comes with pockets, so I just unpicked the one that'll be covered by the panel we're adding. Time to sew. I'm going to start with this side by double folding, then straight stitching it down. My serger has been malfunctioning lately, so I'm just going to use my pinking shears. This is totally debatable, but in my opinion, a serger does a better job at preventing fabric from fraying, but not everyone can afford a serger, so pinking shears are your next best bet. Just going to cut along the raw edge, flip my button panel so it's good side facing good side, then stitch along the edge. Press it flat, then fold and press the corner that overlaps with the front, then stitch it down, continuing that line. Serge or use pinking shears along your raw edges again to prevent fraying, then stitch it right at the shoulder seam, pinning it this way. Reposition and attach the pocket wherever you want it, then attach the side of the front panel just like how you did the shoulder. Onto the ties, press them in half, stitch the long side down, leaving an opening to bag it out. I like to use a safety pin, feed it through, then press it flat. Turn the end in like this, press, then give it a little straight stitch. Okay, so originally I wanted the front panel to be around here, but it sits weird when it's on my body, so I lowered it. I'll put the ties here and then fix the hem because now it's not straight. No worries though, it's an easy fix. Before I do the review, can we just take a moment to admire my space? The way the sun just be hitting all the right places in my room, like not a thing more beautiful, not a thing. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. In 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Gorgeous. I give this flip a 7 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but there's definitely some room for improvement. For instance, the pocket, it's 1001% in the wrong place. And the button panel could definitely be dropped to about here. This diagonal line is just way more flattering on the body, just less boxy. Other than that, it's pretty darn cute if I do say so myself. Just like the baby doll dresses, this will be a 5-part series. I won't be doing it back-to-back days though, because that was a lot. And instead of t-shirts, I will be thrift flipping some dress shirts. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, no worries. Go to my channel and you can check out those previous episodes. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!